I know that everyone is talking about the interview. Most of you will know what I'm talking about. And yes, there was a cleanup in aisle 4. There was tea spilled everywhere. I'm surprised Oprah's wardrobe didn't bring her out a change of clothes because there was literally tea everywhere. Something that I noticed that maybe other people didn't, but I'm a goofball, is the part where they were looking at the animals, the chickens specifically, and everyone's just casually talking, and I couldn't get over the fact that Oprah was standing there with a half dozen carton of eggs in her hand the whole time. I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but I was just like, why is she standing here with this half carton or half dozen carton of eggs? Honey, farm to table, 100% organic. I'm a disaster. Ugh, let's get into it. Take 12. What's good, peacemakers? Welcome back to another episode of the Piece4PeaceCrafting Podcast. I'm your host, Michael. Welcome to anyone that is clicking on this video for the first time and checking out the channel and wanting to see all of the yarny goodness that happens over here. To any returning viewers, welcome back. Sorry, I'm giggling because whatever, I'm a mess. If you would like to follow me on all the social media, well, not all, some of the social medias, you can find me over at Ravelry if that is accessible to you, at Piece4PeaceCraft. If you have Instagram, you can follow me over at Piece4PeaceCrafting over on Instagram. And if you love music, like a lot of us do, you can follow the community playlist that I've set up over on Spotify. It's Piece4PeaceCrafting Podcast playlist, I believe. A lot of P's. Yeah, feel free to jump on over, add a song or two if you want. Be a part of the collective of this peacemaking world. So, welcome back, everyone, or welcome to those of you who are new. It's been 2 weeks since the last time I recorded. It's been a very busy 2 weeks. As you can tell, if you've been watching, the background of this video is a little bit different. We finally got around to painting the last room in our home, me and my housemates, and I love it. It's giving me the slightest, palest of grays, and I'm into it. And I think it's going to be really cool too, since this is a room that is just kind of like a catch-all. It's a guest room, whatever. Anyway, I think the color will be really good for podcasting and showing things off to you all. So that's really exciting for me. Other than that, yeah, just trying to keep my head above water. Work has been really busy, as I'm sure it has been for most of you. Where I am, still working from home. I'm coming to you from Chicago. So I'm still working from home. I know a lot of people who are choosing to get vaccinated have been getting vaccinated. It's a little bit like the Hunger Games out here trying to get an appointment. But for those of you who are opting to get it and you have gotten it, props to you. If that's not your jam, cool for you too. Yeah, just the waiting game continues. It's the 13th of March today. So for me, it's officially my year. This date last year was my last day of like working in the office, which is kind of crazy. Fell on a Friday, so Friday the 13th. That was very ominous. So yeah, good times. Anyway, enough of the doom and gloom. Again, I didn't take very many notes for this episode, but I have a ton of stuff to go over with everyone and to share with you all. Obviously, once I'm done recording this, I write it all down because I put show notes in the description below. Or if you are over on Ravelry, I also post them there for the episode. Okay, where to even begin? Let's do this. Sorry. I'm feeling very giddy today. I've been up for a while now, and it's so beautiful out today. It's a little bit crisp, but it's very sunny, so I'm like, let's take on the day. There is a make-along going on right now that I'm hosting. It's the Kinship and Friends cowl, so it's a knit-along. And I'll talk more about that a little bit later, but it runs until April 9th. So from now until April 9th, you can knit either the Kinship shawl, or which was in the issue 35 of Pom Pom magazine, or you, if that's not your jam, you can knit a Stephen West or Olga. Now I can't think of her last name right now, and that's so terrible. I'll put it down below. One of their patterns, throw it in the mix. There's some really great stuff happening over on Ravelry in the chatter thread that I set up for the group. And who was it? I think her Ravelry name is Bubble Knitting Girl? Bubble Girl Knits? Bubble Knitting Girl, maybe. She's already completed the Kinship shawl. It looks amazing. She did the smaller version. It's absolutely stunning. She's done a dotted raise now, and I think she is on her third project, which is so mind-blowing. Super fast knitter, apparently. And she's doing a bubble, blah, 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 blah. It's also going to be a tongue-twisted episode. Bubbles and Brioche Shawl by Stephen West. Her color palette is really beautiful, so if you want to go on over to Ravelry, 1, join the group, and 2, check out her FO photos. It's in the FO thread that's over there. There are some really exciting things that I will be showing in the coming weeks for prizes. I had some people reach out, and I'm like so beside myself. I can't even tell you all how excited I am about the stuff that's coming for you all, which is so dope. So that's one. Talk a little bit more about that when I show where I am on my project in a little bit. Second thing is, you all, I say we, because this is collaborative, hit 100, no, not 100, Sweet Mary. What are you doing today? Just start the whole episode over at this point. We hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is really, really, really awesome. Like I said before, I never imagined that even 100 people would want to subscribe. And so it's really cool that now we're over 1,000 and people are really enjoying the comment or the content and just the comments that have been coming in, either underneath the video or over on Instagram. People just reaching out has been really great. And I'm so happy that you all are enjoying and feeling inspired and want to create and make things and come back and watch and see what I am doing over here on this little channel. So with that, some folks reached out and wanted to share some things with you all as a part of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway that I want to do. First up, where's everything? Okay, so first up, I believe her name is Bree from, it's not on the tag and I didn't write it down, from Lilith Rose Fibers on Etsy. The old thinker is thinking. She reached out. She's a natural dyer, so she's dyeing with non-chemical things. She reached out and said that she would love to send something along for a giveaway. for the 1,000 subscribers. And I thought that was really, really sweet. And she was saying that she's really feeling grays and greens right now. And I'm like, I'm totally going through like a green phase right now. Not phase, I'm just really into greens. And so she came up with this colorway. It's called Swamp Thing. And she sent these over. Ugh! Can you even? So it's really beautiful. Here, I'll just show one. Don't fall. And it came with a little charm. But it's giving me all sorts of greens and gray undertones. There was a list of things. If you go into her shop, I think you can see all the things that she naturally dyed it with. I was pretty blown away. So she sent over two. I'm keeping one, which was really sweet. This one has a little bumblebee. What am I doing? It has a little bumblebee charm on it. And obviously I'm keeping this one because bees, beehive, Beyonce. And so the skeins are a 75-25, so superwash merino, 75%, 25% nylon, and they're 100 yards, or 400 yards. You all today I'm not going to be able to speak. And it's a fingering weight. So this is one of the things that I will be giving away to one of you lucky viewers, which is so awesome. So thank you. If you all haven't already, please go over and check out her shop. I will link it below. Gorgeous stuff over there, like so beautiful. So that's one. I'm gonna try not to have too much crinkling. The second one, which is crazy that I'm even saying that there's a second one, is Joanna over at Chameleon Hand-Dyed Yarn reached out and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so great that you've reached 1,000. I'd love to send you something as a giveaway prize. Amazing. We love these new dyers who are reaching out and wanting to share things, not only with me, but with you all as well. And so she sent over 2 skeins as well. So again, here's her label. So Chameleon Yarns, go check her out in her Etsy shop. And so she sent over these 2 beautiful skeins. And she said, you can keep one if you want. So I am going to take this teal color that she recently dyed up, I believe. And this one is an 80-20 merino nylon. It's a fingering weight. It's called Siren Song. It's really beautiful. I love the tealiness of it. It's really awesome. And the one that I'm giving, oh, things are falling all over. The one that I'm giving away is called Garnet. And this one is 100% fine organic merino wool. And it's 437 yards. It is a fingering weight, and this is the Garnet colorway. Really pretty. Like purples, mauves, some grays in there. So 2 people. One person will get this lovely color. One person will get this lovely color. I will put both of these up in Ravelry, and I'll put a little thread up. It'll say like 1,000 subscriber giveaway or something. And there'll be a question in there. Just answer the question. I'll pick a winner, 2 winners before the next episode. Reach out to you all. The question will probably be like, what's a song that's giving you life right now? There's so much good music out. Like, let me know. I want to know what's giving you life. So both of those are really exciting. I'm going to try not to drop things off of stay. That's really exciting. So head on over to Ravelry if you can. I'll put a link or a thing up, answer the question. I'll pull 2 winners by the next episode. And yeah, I'll get those sent out to you. So thank you both for sending over such lovely things. I really appreciate it. I'm super excited to add them to my stash and hopefully find a project that they can be turned into. I love it so much. All right. Now, let's talk about some FOs, shall we? Some finished objects. So, first up, last time I showed these, I just had the toe to do. And so literally after the last episode, I went and I completed my socks. So exciting, really in love with them. They're cousins. I think I said that last time. So this was the Patton's Croy. It's the same colorway. Do you feel hypnotized? I still have a stitch marker on it. Don't know why. But they're done. Same colorway, but they knit up differently, which is really fun. So for me, I do 72 on a US 1, regular heel flapping gussets. Super cute. I'm so excited to wear these. I know it's getting a little bit warm here, so like a more woolly sock probably isn't what I want to be doing, but I am from Chicago, and I know that just because we had 60-degree weather this past week, it will snow. It's going to snow in like 2 days. So I'll throw these on if I need to run out and go to the grocery store or something, or just want to look cute in the house and not go anywhere. So these are great. I'm really excited that these are done. I was feeling a little bit like I wanted to cast on another pair of socks after I finished these. I'm not sure why I have so much other stuff to show you all, but I was like, oh, this might be nice to just like cast on another pair, which I say that, and now the next episode, I'm sure I will be showing another pair of socks that I was like, you know what? I have 45 other whips. I'm gonna start another one, which is fine, like whatever. So these are super cool. Absolutely in love with them. That's FO number 1. The next thing is, 1 second. So I know I don't show, or haven't shown, as much crochet on here, but I do crochet. And the other day I was like, gonna have a meeting or something, obviously via Zoom, and just wanted something to like keep my hands busy. Like most of us, I'm sure we are in a place where we can knit and listen at the same time, or crochet and listen at the same time, craft and listen at the same time, especially if we're in these meetings. There's a lot of people. You don't have to be talking. You're just sitting there listening, or a lecture or something if you're in school. So I was like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Myself and my housemates, we have a bunch of plants, both moving respectively into a space. And then since we've been here, I'm gonna say we, and by we I mean I can't be stopped. I just love the greenery all over. Anyway, this story is so long. So what I did was, I even still have them in the little things. Here's one. Can you even? It's so cute. And then, because it happened so quickly, like, what? I don't remember the name of this plant for those of you that are plant people, but I love it. It's green and has little spots on it, and it's beautiful. This one is a pothos. Okay, so made those 2. I'll talk about it a little bit. And obviously, I made 3. So here's one that doesn't have a plant in it yet. So this is a free pattern that I found on Yarnspirations. It's what's the name of it? Oh, I do think I wrote that down. Hold up. It's the Blooming Beauty Plant Hanger by Donna Wolfe. I'll link it below, don't worry. And so basically what it is just a little crocheted plant hanger. So this one and the yellow one are both, I had some left over. I always want to say peaches and cream, and I know that's not right. 1, that's a 112 song. 2, that's a Beck song. Lilies and sugar and cream. Sugar and cream? Sugar and cream. Had some left over, so that's cotton yarn. And I was like, oh, this will probably take me like a little bit to get through. In less than an hour, I had this bad boy. So it's just simple double crochets. You make a base for it, double crochet up, do some in the inside, do some singles, attach these little straps with some slip stitches coming back on itself after you chain. Absolutely love it. So I cranked this one out first. Then I'll actually take the plant out so I can show this. Then for this yellow one, I was like, oh my gosh, that worked up so quick. Like, as I was waiting for my meeting to start, I'd finished one. So then I started a second one, obviously. And so with this one, making sure I don't get dirt everywhere. So with this one, instead of doing the like chain and then slip stitching back on itself for a little bit more support, I just did a chain, and then I had I had these, can you see? Oh, it's gonna be so, maybe you can see them here. I had these little that is so blown out. Whoopsies. Isn't this what podcasters do? This is very like single ladies. I had these little beads that I picked up when myself and two of my friends, we went backpacking in India a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna add those on there, and it's giving me very much granny vibes, and I'm here for it. It's so cute. It's like the funnest little, funnest? Is that a word? Fun? No, it's not. It's the cutest little detail added onto this one. So these are really fun. This is also the cotton yarn. And then this one that I have this fun plant in, I had some Pound of Love. So just some acrylic hanging out. And I had a little plastic ring. So I just strung it through so that I could hang it from a south-facing window in my bathroom. You all didn't need to know that, but I'm telling you. Yeah, it gets so much light in there, and I figured this little nugget would love to just like hang in the window. So that was, I'm counting it as one, but really it's like 3 other FOs. It's sort of, I feel like these were very much like how people make dishcloths and they just crank out a bunch. I made a bunch of hanging baskets for my plants. So that was really exciting. I'm probably gonna make a ton more just because we have so many windows and I just want things hanging all over. The goal is jungle. I need it in my life. All right, so that is all of the things that I have finished. Let's move on to some things I'm working on. So, what order do we want to go in? Let's do this first. So I told you all last time that I had started working on the glass houses? Yeah. Shawl. It's a sample knit for Nancy of Trilogy Yarns. And so I started this. I'm using these 2 colors that she sent over. Hopefully the tags are in here. Oh my God. All right. I just have like 50 things in my lap right now. Good times. So both of these are on her plush base, and the one color is turquoise blue, the other color is silver. They are her MCN base, so it's 80-10-10, superwash merino, cashmere, nylon, 450 yards. So these are the colors. Oh God, I need, why have I been waiting to go on her shop and just buy these? I don't know. These are the 2 colors, so the turquoise blue and the silver. Love, love, love. And here's where I am so far. A little bit of progress. This is a cool slip stitch pattern. I'm really enjoying it so far. So it's broken up by these other little big garter sections, and then you have some fun slip stitches. I think I stopped right before the next big chunk of slip stitches. So I'm really excited to see how that starts playing together. Now it looks like it's puckering a little bit, but like when I stretch it out, it's totally fine. And I believe that when it blocks out, it's gonna like lay flat. But I love it. The two colors look absolutely beautiful together. I put them on holders for right now because another thing that I'm working on is using the same size needles. Um, so shout out to interchangeables. I just use the Knit Picks interchangeables because that's what I have. Yeah, and it's really great. This is done on a 5, US 5. Um, so it's just flying. When I like do pick it up, switch the needles over, this one's flying. Love it. So hopefully by the next time, actually let me just move this little progress keeper now. By the next time or the next podcast, I hope that I am further along. I know I will be. I say that like I'm not gonna be working on it, but y'all know. A boy got stuff to craft. So that's one. That's currently living, you all know, everything is living in these beautiful sister bags. This one is a denim one. I love this pin, Black Boy Joy. It's me. So that's living in there. Really enjoying working on that. Hoping to get that done sort of soon because I would love to send that back to her since it is a sample knit. Next thing, moving right along. All right, you all, so I don't have a photo of it because I left the book in the living room. My housemates are on a call in there, so I'm not in there right now, and I'm recording. So I've been working on this Quake shawl, right? And remember how I was like, I want a big project that, just like I love a big Stephen West schlanket. And so I got to a point where I was like, oh, I think last time I said I was hoping to get to the color change soon. Got to the color change. Been obsessed. I like seriously can't put this thing down. But it's so big already that I'm nervous I'm going to drop it off the needles. Do I have needle stoppers? Absolutely not. Living on the edge. All right, so again, everything's murky depths. I can't remember what color I'm using. And oh, wait, here it is. So when I show this, you will know the bottom color is Lagoon. The second green is Brackish. And the mohair is Little Miss Sunshine. Hold up. Let me find. Is this the back? This is the back. All right, you all. I made a lot of progress on this actually. Here. What? If one of these falls, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, so I'm completely covering my face now. So here's the bottom of it. Just gonna peek. And then it slowly fades into, this other green color. I'm sorry, I'm shouting. It's so good. Like, I just find the words. What are they? So, you all, the Little Miss Sunshine section, so the yellow, is, so I know before I've talked about my rose and thorns, and this isn't so much a thorn as it is just like I've had to learn or work on my tension when I'm using the mohair. So this section is just mohair held on its own. Like it's not held double or anything. It's just like a single strand, right? Like as I'm working. But I find that because it's so thin and when I'm working, like my tension is really tight. And so I've had to consciously tell myself, like, when you get to the mohair section, chill out a little bit. Like, knit a little bit looser. It's totally fine. There's a ton of mohair in the skein, like in the cake that's caked up. Like, don't worry about it. And as I've been doing that, it's really been working out in my favor. So I'm loving all these little lacy sections. It's really cool. The chevrons obviously are so cool. And I'm loving it. And I think I am 2 or 3 of the chevrons away from the next color. So it's 4 colors altogether. And I've already done 2. And I think I'm gonna have enough left to do. So the pattern says like you should have 400 yards for each color, and you'll probably have some left over. My first color, the lagoon color, so this color on the bottom, I like every single drop of it, gone, bye, see you, have a great life. Which was cool. So then like the last row or whatever of the section I was doing, I just had to attach and finish off just like a little bit of it with the second color, but like whatever, it's better to have stuff be used than to not use it. So I'm loving this. Murky Depths, get into it. Get into it. That's that. That's that. Last thing, so that's whip number 2. Well, I've just been like crafting up a storm lately. I don't know what's happening. I'm saying that I can feel spring coming, and I just want to be making literally everything. A lot of it is accessories. I still have my Wave of Change pullover that I still haven't finished, but I did see that Kevin and Ray on their last episode of Needles at the Ready are doing like a spring cleaning Mao. I think it's a Mao, where they're just like, get stuff done, finish it. And so that, I felt that in my spirit. And so I think I'm gonna, I literally just have the sleeves to do. So I think I'm going to try to finish that and throw it into the mix over there for their make along, because I want it. I've been wanting it since January when I started it, and here we are, it's March. With that being said, I have still just been casting on everything. So, like I said earlier, I'm running a knit along for the Kinship shawl from this issue of Pom Pom magazine. There have been some beautiful colors that people are choosing. Folks, I love that you all are tagging me on Instagram using the hashtag too, and seeing what color choices you're using, talking over on Ravelry about things. It's been a really good time just like watching people create, and folks are having so much fun with it. So this is the shawl. I'm opting, so this one in the back is the large version. So I'm doing the large. I was gonna say obviously, but like, obviously I'm doing the large one. And here's my progress on that so far. This shawl is like, I love a slip stitch. I feel like most people do. A lot of people do, I won't say most. And it is so much fun. Like, I'm really, really, really pleased with it. So, oh wait, let me do this first. So the yarn I'm using is all Cloudborn. And here are my 3 colors that I'm using. So Maize Heather, Gray Heather, dark, I don't want to look for it, dark teal or dark blue or something like that. Loving it. The twist on this, y'all, like, I don't know much about twists. Like, I know the twist. But it is so tight of a twist that, like, I'm really enjoying how it's working up. Like, the yarn's not splitting. I never have to look before the stitch where I'm supposed to be going. It's just like, boom, this crisp here is where it is. And I'm really digging that. So here's my enough chatting about that. On mine. Can you even? What? So, oh, you guys, I am in love with this thing. So I did 5 sections, and oh, look, also, can we talk about this cute? Stop moving. Can we talk about this cute little progress keeper? Shout out to Whitney Marie Anderson for these adorable stitch markers. It's a little man with a goatee, and he looks like me. I would have to grow out a goatee though. Normally I do, not that anyone cares. Normally I do, like I'll have some, especially in the winter, but honey, no, not with Roro. And here's the thing. Okay, sorry, this is a tangent. And I really believe that sitting on Zoom calls all the time or teaching and having to see myself, I'm like, you just need to be baby faced. Okay. Loving this. I did 5 of the 8 sections for the large size. You all, this only took a week. Like a week's time. I couldn't put it down. I was just so excited to just keep going. And so after the first week, I cast on the first, because that's when the cow started. I didn't want to be like, oh, you're doing it, you're running the cow, so you can start whenever you want. I waited till the first, and then by the end of the first week, I had already all of this done. And so I literally told myself, put this aside. You are not allowed to work on it for a week because I want it to last for the duration of the cow, which probably won't happen, but I knew that if I kept working on it, it would have been done or almost done by the time of me recording this episode. Which is crazy to me to think. I'm loving this. If you are not joining in on the cow, please do. It's a lot of fun. This shawl is great. Like I said before, you can knit. Oh, now that I have this, it's not buried under 1,000 things. You can knit either one of Steven's patterns, or you can knit one of Olga Kathleen's patterns, a shawl of either of theirs, and throw it into the mix. And like I said, I have some cool prizes that are coming and that are on the way, and I'm super excited to show those to you next week. Also, which I forgot to mention, which horrible. So Joanna over at Chameleon Yarns, which I can't believe I didn't say this in the beginning, but if you're still here, then you are getting great information. She has offered all of you, so I'm doing the giveaway for the garnet colorway, right? Here, it's this color. Let's remember. Boom. This one of you will get. But then she also, because she's amazing, said, hey, why don't I give your viewers an offer code and they can go to my shop and get 10% off what the whats. So you all, let's go to her shop. She's at Chameleon Hand Dyed over on Etsy. I will link it below. Get 10% off if you use the code Piece4Peace. So Piece, the number 4, Peace. Like the title of this show. And you can get 10% off. Let's go to her shop. Let's move that product. Follow her on Instagram. She has some beautiful colorways. I can't believe I forgot to say that, but I'm saying it now, so now you know. So Kinship Shawl, Kinship and Friends cow going on now until April 9th. The offer code the offer code for the coupon code, whatever it's called, for Chameleon Yarns is good now when this is being posted until April 15th, so tax day. If you've already done your taxes, you got some money back, go spend it on some cool yarn. I think that's it. So those are my whips. Those are my FOs. 2 giveaways. Remember, you can go over into Ravelry, answer the question, what song is giving you life? I will pick 2 winners for a skein of the Lilith Rose yarn. So that's the green. I'll show it again for this bad boy. And another person will win this Garnet Heather. Answer, I'll announce those in the next episode, which will be in 2 weeks. Lastly, you all, it's my birthday month. Obviously, that's why the knit along is going on. Not obviously. Well, if you've watched, obviously. Anyway, and actually my actual birthday's in 2 weeks. Shout out to my fellow Aries. Pisces, we're still in your season. Love it. So I wanted to share one of my favorite artists as my music selection this week. I actually can't believe that I haven't shared any of his music before. Or up until this point, I guess. It's not like this has been happening for a long time. Anyway, this week's music selection is Prince, Sign o' the Time. I love this album. Actually, this album jacket is pretty beat up because I think it was my parents'. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, this album is amazing. Sign o' the Times. Everyone should go and check it out. Obviously, it's produced, arranged, composed, performed by the one and only. My jams from here. There's so many songs that are good on this album. If I had to pick 4 for people to groove out to, I would say the title track, Sign o' the Times, amazing. Play in the Sunshine, amazing. Quake, amazing. And actually, one of my favorite songs is Starfish and Coffee. If you haven't seen, I'll try to see if it's somewhere online. There was an episode of like the Muppets where Prince was on there and he sings Starfish and Coffee with the Muppets. So cute. So that's my selection this week. Prince, Sign o' the Time. Go check it out. Amazing album. Jam after jam after jam. All right, you all. I think that's it for this episode. Yeah. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. If this is your first time watching and you've enjoyed what you've seen, do all that fun YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you are coming back for this episode, comment. I love writing back to you all, seeing what people think, seeing what people say, tell me what you're working on, all that good jazz. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try to get out and enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine today, and I hope wherever you are, you're doing well and getting some craft time in. As always, until I see you all again, make a piece, spread some peace. Peace.